Dear friends, in class 9 we are studying 7 chapter triangles, and in that example number 4 is in triangle ABC, that is in total triangle ABC, the bisector AD is the bisector of angle A. This AD is the bisector of angle A. It means it makes two equal parts of angle A, that is angle BAD is equal to CAD. This is given to us. And bisector AD of angle A is perpendicular to side BC, means this is the side BC and it is perpendicular, that is it makes right angle with the side BC. We have to show that AB is equal to AC. We have to show this segment is equal to this segment, and triangle ABC is an isosceles triangle. So let us start with the given things. So we are given in triangle ABC. In triangle ABC, AD is bisector. AD is bisector of angle A. Then is perpendicular to BC. It means we are given that AD is perpendicular to BC, and we have to show that, to show AB is equal to AC, or triangle ABC is isosceles. Now we have already solved some problems in the same way. So consider triangle BAD and CAD. Proof is, for this we consider triangle BAD and triangle CAD. In this, angle BAD is congruent to CAD because AD is the bisector, so it will make two equal parts of this angle A. It means angle BAD is equal to angle CAD. Reason is AD is bisector. AD is bisector of angle A, that is BAC. Now this ADB and ADC are also equal because AD is perpendicular to BC, means this angle is right angle as well as this angle is also right angle. Here angle ADB is equal to 90 degrees and angle ADC is also equal to 90 degrees. The reason is, for both you can say AD is perpendicular to BC. If measures are equal, it means angles are congruent. Therefore, I can say that angle ADB is equal to angle ADC. Now, AD is equal to AD in both the triangles. Here, AD is equal to AD. Reason is common side. It means two triangles are congruent by angle side angle test. So, triangles are congruent by angle side angle, but for this we need to write one-to-one correspondence. Please note here, A corresponds to A. We have to write correspondence from angles, and so we write from the angles. So here A corresponds to A. Then another angle is D corresponds to D only. Now in this triangle remaining vertex is B, or you can write from the sides as well. Sides cannot be written because it is not given. AD is equal to AD, so remaining vertex is B. B corresponds to C. It means, please note now, third, first and second. So here also it will be third, first and second. It means triangle BAD is congruent to triangle CAD. Reason is angle included side angle test. So angle side angle test. It is not necessary that you write BAD and CAD only. You can write ADB, triangle ADB congruent to triangle ADC as well. It can be written in 6 different ways. Now we have written triangle BAD congruent to CAD. It means if you keep B on C, A on A and D on D, and keep these two triangles one above the other, they will exactly coincide with each other. Means all three vertices will coincide with each other and the sides also will coincide with each other. So we will get this BA. It means the side formed by first two vertex and side formed by first two vertex is equal because they are corresponding parts of congruent triangle. So we will get AB is equal to AC. Reason is corresponding sides of congruent triangles. So we have what? AB is equal to AC. Please note, two sides are congruent, so this triangle ABC can be called as isosceles triangle according to definition of isosceles triangle. Therefore, according to definition of isosceles triangle, if two sides are congruent, then we call the triangle as isosceles triangle. So according to definition of isosceles triangle, triangle ABC is isosceles triangle. Dear friends, we are given in fifth question. E and F are respectively the midpoints of equal sides AB and AC. So E is the midpoint of AB and F is the midpoint of AC. Please note, we are given AB equal sides, means in triangle ABC we are given in triangle ABC these two sides are equal. AB is equal to AC and E and F are midpoints. Midpoints of AB and AC. This is given to us. We are asked to show that BF is equal to CE. So to show BF is equal to CE. So please note, in order to show BF is equal to CE, we have to consider two triangles in such a way that BF and CE are the sides of the triangles. So that if they are the sides of the triangles, congruent triangles, then we can show that BF is equal to CE. So for this, consider triangle ABF and triangle ACE. So if you consider this triangle upper part, then we will get we are already given AB is equal to AC. So this side is equal to this side. AB is equal to AC. This is given to us. Then in this angle A is equal to angle A because it is a common angle. Every angle is congruent to itself. So it is common angle, means it is, we know the property, every angle is congruent to itself. Now if you see this AF is the midpoint, so AF is equal to twice AC. Twice AF is equal to AC. Reason is F is midpoint. And twice AE is equal to AB. Reason is E is midpoint. E is midpoint of AB and F is midpoint of AC. Now see it, but we are given that AB is equal to AC. These two are equal. It means twice AF must be equal to twice A. Twice AF must be equal to twice AE. Because RHS are equal, we have already written AB is equal to AC, means AC is equal to AB. If right hand sides are equal, it means left hand side must be equal. It means AF is equal to A. So we have got AF is equal to A. Now see, it means one of the side is congruent to the one of the side, then second side is congruent to the second side, and one of the angle is congruent to itself. So the triangles must be congruent by here side angle side test. So triangles are congruent by side angle side test. Please note, angle is included by the congruent sides. So AB AF and angle is included. So here AC, AE and angle is included. It means two triangles are congruent by SAS test. But one-to-one correspondence is very important here. So A corresponds to A. Please note. We write correspondence from the angle first. So A corresponds to A. Now A corresponds to A. Here A corresponds to A. It means B must correspond to C. So B corresponds to C. And now remaining vertex is F, or from here also you can say that A is congruent to A. It means F corresponds to E. So I can say that triangle ABF is congruent to triangle ACE. ABF is congruent to triangle ACE. Now it means if you keep A on A vertex, B on B on C vertex, F on E vertex, then two triangles will coincide with each other. It means three sides are congruent to each other. That is, first second side formed by first two vertices is congruent to side formed by first two vertices. Side formed by second and third vertex is congruent to side formed by the second and third vertex. Therefore, we will get BF is equal to C. Reason is they are corresponding parts of or corresponding sides of congruent triangles. And same question was asked for us to prove. Show that BF is equal to CE. So in this way we can show that BF is equal to CE. Dear friends, in class 9 we are studying 7th chapter and example number 6 is in an isosceles triangle ABC. So we are given triangle ABC is an isosceles triangle. Let us write whatever is given step by step. So first step is in an isosceles triangle ABC with AB is equal to AC. So we are given triangle ABC is isosceles and AB is equal to AC. D and E are points on BC. D and E are points on BC. It means D are between B and C. So we can write it like this. It means D and E are between B and C. Then we are given that BE is equal to CD. This is also given. BE means this part, E is equal to CD means this part. So we are given BE is equal to CD. And we are asked to prove that AD is equal to AE. So to prove AD is equal to AE. I'm going to solve it slightly in a different way. You can follow the book method as well. Here I am going to consider the triangle ABE and ACD. In this ABE triangle, watch carefully, ABE is this triangle, don't get confused. ACD is this triangle. In ABE and ACD, we have these two sides congruent. Then we have these angles also congruent because they are angles opposite to the congruent side. We have just derived the theorem before this that angles opposite to congruent sides in an isosceles triangle are congruent. It means since these two angles are angles of isosceles triangle, they are congruent. Then we are given that BE is equal to CD. So from this we will see that both the triangles are congruent by SAS test. Now if the triangles are congruent, we know if the triangles are congruent and if you keep them one above the other, then all the parts coincide with each other. So it means all three sides are congruent to the corresponding three sides of the other triangle and three angles of one triangle are congruent to corresponding three angles of the other triangle. Let us solve this. So consider triangle ABE and triangle ACD. In this, AB is equal to AC. AB is equal to AC. This is given to us. Then BE is equal to CD. This is also given to us. BE is equal to CD. Now angle ABE, angle ABC, first I will take ABC and ACB is equal to angle ACB. Reason is they are the angles of isosceles triangle. So we know that angles opposite to congruent sides, angles opposite to congruent sides are congruent. Please note, in such chapters, in derivations and proofs, reasons are very important. So don't forget to write the reason. Reason carry more marks than actual steps. So please remember this, that reasons are very important. Now if ABC is congruent to ACB, I can say that ABE is congruent to ACD. Same angle I am saying. Angle ABE is equal to angle ACD. Now watch carefully. This side is congruent to this side is congruent to this side, and included angle is congruent. It means triangles are congruent by SAS test. But before writing congruency, we have one-to-one correspondence. We must write one-to-one correspondence. So let us write one-to-one correspondence. One-to-one correspondence can be written from the angles first. So here B corresponds to C. B corresponds to C. Then if B corresponds to C, it means A corresponds to A. So A corresponds to A. I have written it upside. Then remaining is C. C corresponds to C. Sorry, C corresponds to B. Here B corresponds to C, B corresponds to C, and E will correspond to D. E, remaining vertex is E, corresponds to D. It means triangle ABE is congruent to triangle ACD by SAS test. So if two triangles are congruent, it means their corresponding parts are congruent. That is, three sides of one triangle are congruent to three sides of the other triangle, and three angles of one triangle are congruent to corresponding three angles of the other triangle. It means we were asked to prove AD is equal to AE. You can see AE is this first and third vertex, side formed by first and third vertex must be congruent to side formed by first and third vertex. So I will get AE is equal to AD. Reason is corresponding sides of they are corresponding sides of congruent triangle. Corresponding sides of congruent triangle. Please note, we have written AE is equal to AD. We were asked to prove AD is equal to AE. If this is equal to this, it means the right hand side must be equal to left hand side. So we can say that therefore AD is equal to AE, and hence proved.